in the Valley. It's good to get back home. We've been gone a while, and we've not played well at home, and so it's our big goal this week is to play well at home, and we have not done that. So we've got to get back to playing like we're capable of playing here in the Valley. Our fans deserve that. It's unbelievable support here, and we won the Troy game, but we didn't play well. And so, we need to continue the momentum. We've created some momentum these last couple of games by just, not playing perfect, but we've played well. And that's really the best thing that's come out of these last couple of weeks is just the guys seeing the results, from playing well. And they've prepared well, and they've earned the right to win by doing what winning requires. So I'm proud of that. But we got a tough challenge. SMU's a good football team. I didn't know Rhett well before he got into the league, but I really like him. I mean, he's one of the real good guys in college football. I think he's a really good coach, but, we got a lot in common. Spent a good amount of time with him since he's joined this league, and just really have a lot of respect for him, just who he is as a person, but also as a coach. I mean, he's done a heck of a job at SMU. Obviously, we had a knockdown, drag out down in the last play last year. And, man, they got after us. I mean, we had some big plays. They had big plays, and we had a chance to put the game away. We didn't do it. They battled back. We were fortunate to win the game. But huge challenge. They're a really good football team across the board. Offensively, I mean, this is by far the most dynamic quarterback we've played. I mean, he's a problem. He is a really good player, and he's going to make some plays. I'd like to say you're just going to shut this guy down, but I have yet to see that happen. He's a really good player. He makes a lot of off-schedule plays. He'll let it rip from every arm angle you can imagine, from over the top to sidearm to behind his back. He even ran a shovel behind his back. I mean, so like he's just a really good player. He's got a great feel for the rush lanes and when to step up and out and when to run around, and he's made a ton of big plays again that some are designed, some they get him out on the edge, and you have to cover these guys until the whistle is blown. I mean, you have to cover forever. Because he can create. So he's a really good player. I mean, I just got a lot of respect for him. That they haven't run him a ton. I'm sure that will be a big part of their plan coming in against us. But they're fast, they're explosive, really good receivers all across the board. Same thing at running back. They're committed to running the ball. I mean, I think that's a big thing with them. They're very patient and committed to the run game, and a big part of that is because they're a big play action team. They want to throw the ball off the run action, lots of screens. If they're not having success inside, they get the ball on the edges and force you to have to be strong on the perimeter. And it's just a lot of misdirection, a lot of eye candy that you have to process through at linebacker and safety with a bunch of pullers, and then here comes a screen backside or it's some type of pop pass or whatever. The tight ends are really good players. They got two elite tight ends that they involve in a big way. So I just think they're a really good team across the board, good up front, well coached, and big challenge for us. And over on the defensive side, their two ends are really good pass rushers. They're top 10, I think, in sacks, and they win with just beating their guy, but they'll also win with some of their pressure that they'll bring. They're not a big blitz team per se, but they'll bring a lot of pressures, some sim pressures. So we've got to do a good job of communicating. They got a lot of twists and things like that, but number 1 and number 9 are really good players at end for them. So defensively, they're very sound. They're consistent in what they do. Out of their 4 down front. So, again, a team that's coming in here undefeated in the league, and they got a tough loss to Baylor, down to the last play and a tough loss to TCU. So undefeated in the league, and you know, obviously they're trying to get back to Charlotte, and we're playoff football every week. You know, we're fighting for our life every single week, and so it's a big game for both teams, and look forward to competing against them in the Valley. So excited about it, and hopefully raising some money as well for a good cause.
I guess you mentioned playing well at home. I mean, has that been one of the more disappointing parts of this early season, considering how
Sure.
dominant these guys were at home?
We've stunk. I mean, we've lost 3 out of our last 4 games at home. I know last year's a different team, but you know, this team, we've not done well. I mean, you know, you got to give up a good team. LSU's a good team. I mean, you know, it's not like they stink, but we had a chance to win the game and didn't make some of the plays that were there. We didn't play well offensively, mostly in that game. And then the Syracuse game, we just didn't even start playing defense till the third quarter. So again, give them credit, but yeah, we really didn't play well in any game until North Carolina. You know, collectively, as we've had some players play well every week. You know, it's just been, you know, kind of, all right, tag, you're it. So we just haven't played well as a team, and so, but they've had 2 good games, and you know, they've played really well, complimentary football, and so now we gotta, you know, we've gone from Chapel Hill to Chestnut Hill. Now we're back on the hill, and we need to keep playing well.
You said after the Syracuse game that it might be good to get away from home for a couple of games. Do you feel like playing at home brings just more pressure, and that maybe that's part of the equation?
I mean, it ain't ever been that way. I mean, even as bad as we've been here in this little stretch, I think we're probably still top 3 in the nation in home wins in the last, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years or so. You know, it's a tough place to play, but and every team's different. You know, I mean, every season's different. I don't look at it. I just, like, some teams overachieve, some teams underachieve. You know, I just go season by season, and we've had a bunch of good seasons and mostly great seasons at home, for sure. But yeah, we got to get back to playing well here. I give LSU some credit. I think they're a pretty good team. So, and then we just kind of got in a funk, you know, and they just some of our best players not playing well, and just, you know, couldn't like bail each other out, and you get beat. So that's college football. I mean, you can get beat. It's hard to win every single week, and especially when you don't play well. But, you know, it's good, again, for them to, you know, just be able to see it these last couple of weeks, you know, collectively as a group. And hopefully that momentum will carry over in this game. But it ain't going to get any easier. I mean, every game is, we play good people. It's a really good team, and we got to play well. If we play well, then it shouldn't matter where we play. You know, I've said that since the day I got this job. If you're only going to win at home, you're not going to be very good. You know, but that was a big goal of mine when I got this job, because we weren't a great home winning team. You know, I mean, we were good, but not great. And in my 17 years, we've been great. We've been great at home. You know, great. Not good, we've been great. But as of late, we've stunk. And we got to get that turned around. And so how do you do that? Well, you do what winning requires. It's the same stuff. Nothing changes. You gotta play well. You gotta earn the right to win. You know, you gotta take the ball away. You gotta create some stops. You gotta be explosive. You gotta have more big plays than the opponent. You gotta be able to run the ball, stop the run. You know, you play with discipline. You play with great effort. You play with physicality. You know, you make some plays in special teams. You don't have a bunch of stupid penalties. I mean, it doesn't matter where you play. You got to earn the right to win. But, you know, we've got to get back on track. That's been a real disappointment, you know, at this point. So, good news is we get some more opportunity. So we got to, hopefully we can start a new streak. But we're gonna have to play well. We got to earn it. Ain't nobody gonna come in here and bow down.
Do you feel like Braden Jacobs has played well enough to push Lee at left?
Yeah, I'll take Brandon too. You can bring him on in too. I'll take both of them.
Do you think he has played well enough to push Lee at left tackle for starting?
Well, I mean, he's played one game, you know. So I mean, I think in that game, in that moment, he played really well. But I mean, we got a ton of confidence in Tristan and Blake for sure. But you know, we got to get Tristan, you know, 100%, and hopefully he's heading in that direction. But it's just we got more confidence certainly in Braden now because he's finally taken it to game day. You know, because there's been other times we've put him in there, you know, where we really needing to go just try to get him to play some tackle, and he just wasn't as confident. But that certainly was big for him. So they'll all have their hands full this week with number 1 and number 9, two good players.
You mentioned the turnovers. How do you get better at the disparity of turnovers you've had this year?
Yeah, well, number 1, we got to take the ball away, and we went 3 games not doing that, so it was good to see that last week. And again, I know we had 2 true turnovers, but we had 3 stops on downs. You know, I count them. You know, I know it may not go that way in the book, but it goes that way in my book. You stop them on downs, that's a takeaway. So that was awesome. So we had 3 of those and 2 turnovers, so we had 5 takeaways. You know, in my book. And then just not making a couple of stupid plays. I mean, those were just 2 bad plays. And Cade was trying to throw it. I mean, he had Adam. I mean, if we throw it on time, it's a easy touchdown. But we got beat at left guard, and he had to reset. And then he said the ball kind of slipped out of his hand and wasn't able to get it over. He was trying to throw it over the guy. So, and then just you know, just got to know when to eat it. You know, but sometimes, you know, when you got big leads like that, you can be a little more careless, I think. So we've had a couple of cheap turnovers, I would call them, that we need to eliminate. But yeah, we just got to keep playing, be smart, and we got to keep getting it. We got to attack the ball. We got to have great you know, details in our preparation, which leads to details in your execution. You know, and you know, if we can't get there, getting our hands up, getting our hands on balls, tip balls, you know, stripping it loose, knocking it loose. You know, 11 hitters on the field, 11 guys to the ball. You know, just a mindset to get it out.
How much has Cade been in practice?
Well, last night, so he just was, you know, just over with the trainers last night. But he's sore, but he'll be a little better each day, and should be hopefully ready to go.
Think he'll be able to fully participate in practice today or tomorrow?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean he's sore. But again, he's expect him to play. I mean we'll be smart with him, and we got almost a week before game time, so he's played a lot of football. So I mean he's the main thing right now is just getting him, make sure he's got the plan down, and then you know he'll work into practice and be ready to go. Yeah.
Coach, you were really